Cześć moi drodzy, jestem Atreu, witam was w kolejnym odcinku z Kingdom Come Deliverance. Już kontynuujemy śledztwo w sprawie tych podrobionych groszy. Także pogadamy sobie z Ulrykiem, który siedzi sobie w karczmie, potem pogadamy z Pfeifferem i zobaczymy co będzie. Dobra, do karczmy chyba tędy. Także zobaczymy co Ulryk powie. Halo, halo? Panie Ulryk? Gdzieś w środku jest. A tu w rogu siedzi. Ulrich, przepraszam.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
Panie
I
Ulryk?
consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good.
I'll be
Yesterday,
right back
I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Dobra, panie mistrz fresków. Jesteś ty?
Hey!
Na zewnątrz? Ulrych. Mogę się decydować.
What are you here for?
I'm hungry. I'd like a
No
bite
weź
to
mi
eat.
tutaj. Żywot w karczmie. O! Pić przy alkoholizmie, dawaj! 400. Mam 90 000, mogę sobie pozwolić na to.
alright.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Okej.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
Okej.
You think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
Ano.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits.
Pour me an ale.
Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
Farby z rtęcią, bardzo
That's all I need to
tutaj,
know for now.
bardzo zdrowo.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
There's always time for some dice.
No dawaj kości. Orżniemy cię na kości.
Our Lord Almighty!
Halo. Usiadłem na tym. No właśnie. O! Kostek użył. A takie buty, patrzcie. Jest kostka szczęśliwa.
Here,
Dobra.
enjoy it. Yeah, give me a minute. Here you are. Good health.
Let me have some grub.
Chcę przypomnieć jak to się gra.
Let me have some grub. Whatever's quick.
150 moje. Muszę mieć kostki przy sobie, dobre.
This'll be the one.
Orżna byś miał.
Cursed luck!
Hehe. Że szósteczki wylatują. 1000, proszę bardzo. Co ty na to? Tuwa. 200.
That's it.
Dobrze idzie, dobrze idzie. 300.
I'd like a beer.
We'll see.
Proszę bardzo. Wszystkimi na raz? Jeszcze? O, ale mieli skubany, patrzcie go.
Should I, shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Dziękuję.
Bring it right away.
Dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia. I te kostki to ja mogę mieć przy sobie. Dawaj kostki zatem. Może posprzedawać. Dawaj kostki. Dawaj. Dawaj. Prawdopodobnie nie. Dawaj. O, dawaj. Dawaj, te dwie kostki szczęśliwe. Tak, tak, no tak, dobra, lecimy tam do szafarza chyba. Bo tam z rtęcią słychać. Czemu jej tutaj nie ma? Quicksilver. Dobra, na górę gdzieś iść. Nie ma.
Good day to you.
No się ma.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't.
Okej, mów.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy.
O,
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean?
nie, nie,
You're not going to
wcale,
hurt me,
wcale.
are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon, directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
Okej.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing, I mean before then.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Ciekawe,
Very
ciekawe,
well.
ciekawe. Nie ma. Dobra, to chyba musimy do Pfeiffera jechać, mu powiedzieć co tam słychać. Czegośmy się dowiedzieli. Zobaczymy co powie. Tak, wiemy, że jakiś Jaśko i Trajkotka tutaj kręcą i rtęć wykupują. Omówili Kowala, żeby blachy tłukł miedziane na monety. Fajnie, fajnie. A tutaj siedzisz? Na górze, na dole? Na dole.
What are you doing?
God bless you. What troubles you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Przebrał się, proszę.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So tell me,
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard. He supplies the counterfeiters.
do you know how he gets the goods to them?
No. All I know is that someone called Rapporteur collected the goods.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything
Okay.
like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
No
I'll
dobra.
try to think of something. I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Rapporteur, once again.
The same scoundrel.
That's all.
Dobra, kolejne mamy podpunkty tutaj. Trajkotka się ubierał na żółto. Ten tak co stoi tutaj, nie? No elo.
Are you Rapporteur by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now.
A ja
I best be
mam...
off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know you buy quicksilver for those counterfeiters.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Oj nie. O nie.
No.
No. Gadamy.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is.
Wszystko chcę wiedzieć,
Don't
wszystko.
worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both gonna have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg.
Sprawdziłem
After his
ratownika,
death,
ojej.
it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
O Jezu.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
Okej.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
Dobra, tyle.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
Moment.
As you wish.
Nie!
Our Father, who art in heaven. What are you waiting for? Finish it!
Nie! Idź se. Idź se. Dobra, pomoc Ulryka i musimy lecieć sobie aż pod skalicę. No dobra. Nie będę ci zabijał. I to klikłem przez przypadek. Dobra, idziemy po Ulryka. Idź. No, żyj se. Chociaż niepotrzebnie puściłem go wolno, tak trochę tak mech. No trudno. Panie Ulryk, lecimy sobie teraz na bitkę. Daj, chodź.
Be a bit more careful.
Ulrich.
I finally found out where the forger's workshop
Nie mogę
is.
się decydować,
Master
widzę na
Faithful was
tłumaczenie.
right. The forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Jedziemy, czy nas przeniesie? Przeniosło nas, no dobra.
Hey!
To idziemy. Zapiszę i idziemy. Będzie śmiesznie. Fajnie szczęka ta zbroja. Cześć opaki. Co tam? Jak tam? Jak tam? Co tam?
Who's there? Mother of God.
Scraps.
Oh no. Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! To arms! Get over here!
Curse it!
Alarm! Herrgott!
You're dead.
Jeden leży. Łucznik jest. Strzelaj swego. O. Jak tam Ulryk? A położył.
Scheiße!
No i dobra, obóz pokonany, widzę. Teraz tak, zabieramy rzeczy. Może coś na konie jeszcze zmieszczę. Rysy, kurde, kolczugi, wszystko tu jest. Chcę kilku ludzi przyzbroić tutaj elegancko. Jadłeś już. A co to jest najdroższe? Wyżyna i kurde. A gdzie on polas? Ciemno tutaj. Patrzę tu. Jakieś głosy są po lewo. Okej. Siema.
Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
Newsy?
That's no concern of yours.
Okej.
Sure, we could come to some sort of agreement.
No.
I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
Zabijamy, halo.
Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that.
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Nie no, przekonamy tutaj, przekonamy.
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzik Kobila.
You can tell your lord the man is dead. He'll never find out.
But he will. Or do you think you can lock this man away from sight until Judgment Day?
Why not?
Do not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land swarms with rats and snakes, especially now. There is no secret that is not for sale. If I let you have him, my own head will be on a spike before the month is out.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir Radzig's service. He needs people.
No weźmy go ze sobą.
I serve Kubila. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish. They cannot afford to be associated with me.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
O, po niemiecku, kurde. No nara.
Please, please. I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
You can talk all you like, but not
Gadasz z
here
piecem.
and not to me. Let's go.
Ej,
Let's go. Master Fayfire is very keen to meet you.
ej, tylko nam trajkotka uciekł. Nie chciałem go zabijać. Źle mi się klikło.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfire. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
A, jestem fajnym rycerzem, kurde. Henning daje radę. Wczytuj, kończymy to. No i dobra. Możemy to opchnąć, rzeczy przy okazji, te przynajmniej nie kradzione. No i cóż, w tym odcinku to było tyle, także dzięki za uwagę, my widzimy się w kolejnych materiałach. Cześć, pa!